Yo, what's going on, guys? KG Presents back out with another video, and today I'm here in NBA 2K24. And as you can see by today's video title and what you're looking at right now, I have a very interesting challenge today. I have decided to put the Golden State Warriors back in their prime because clearly they need it. Now, Steph Curry is still having an amazing season this year. He obviously didn't do well 2 nights ago. However, this year is definitely not on him. He's still averaging 28 points a game, I believe. He's still doing absolutely incredible. He'll be 36 in March, I believe. And, this issue of how well the Warriors are doing this season is not on Curry. Not by any means. But I still made prime Steph Curry. I put him into this roster. Now, Chris Paul has been okay off the bench for the Warriors. I mean, it's more of an interesting fit. It's not like Jordan Poole's doing anything too crazy out in the Washington Wizards. But the Golden State Warriors opted to have Chris Paul come off the bench this year for him. And, he's been doing all right. He's playmaking and everything like that. But obviously, Chris Paul, in reality, is 38 years old, and he's not the player he once was. And then we're going to get to these three here. The most interesting, Klay Thompson has not been good this year. He did do well the other night. He made 8 3-pointers, so good for him. Hopefully that's going to turn things around for him. Things have been going a little bit interesting with his contract extension. Clearly that's in the back of his mind. He's not worth a max contract anymore by any means, but honestly, they offered him, what was it? It was 2 years, $50 million. I mean, I don't know why he didn't take that. It's still $25 million. And honestly, he's not even worth $25 million anymore because of the way he's been playing. But the injuries have been catching up to him, that is for sure. But hopefully things can turn around for Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson obviously still was one of the greatest shooters of all time, behind obviously one of his teammates there, Steph Curry, and hopefully he turns things around. But with the way things are going currently for Klay Thompson, he's not having good start to the season so far. Draymond Green, he's now at 91 overall, and this, as you can see, Klay is a 92. Draymond Green, obviously, his on-court play is honestly not too far regressed from what it once was. Obviously, he's never really a good three-point shooter or anything, but he's still playmaking defensively and all that. But a lot of his off-court issues and his punching tendencies definitely are playing a factor here, and hopefully he does get the help he needs, because it's not good. You do not want to be in that kind of situation. As for the Warriors' sake, though, they just signed him to a 4-year, $100 million contract extension going into this year, so they're only in year 1 of that, so that could definitely be playing a huge factor here. And then last but not least, we have Andrew Wiggins. He has a big contract on his hands as well. I did up over his overall just a little bit here, but the thing is, he's been awful this year. I don't know how to explain it, but Andrew Wiggins has been awful. Klay Thompson, everyone's saying, oh, he's been awful, but in reality, Klay's still doing better than Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins has just not been it this year. And this is unfortunate, and you have all these guys on the team here, and so let's see what's going to happen. So, as you can see, I put all these players and the Warriors, the main ones, back in their prime, and let's see if putting the Golden State Warriors back in their prime can save the Golden State Warriors and they can win the NBA championship this year. So if you're all ready, I'm ready. Let's get into the video. I'm going to catch up with you guys at the All-Star break, catch up with you guys with all the stats and awards at that point, and I'll see you then. So we're here now on February 9th. And I just want to show you guys the record and a couple things. We are 43-8 at this point in the season here, so obviously things are clearly working for us. We're the first seed out in the Western Conference, up 7.5 games over the Memphis Grizzlies, so that is very, very good for us. Let me see which players end up being All-Stars this year, because I do want to know. I mean, I'm assuming that Curry obviously made it, but we'll see what happens. In the West, obviously Steph Curry is an All-Star. Draymond did make it as well, so that's very, very good for us. Let me check out the player stats here too, because I want to just see how things are going between all these players. So obviously, Steph Curry, 31 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists a game. This is prime Steph Curry. He's doing his thing. Klay Thompson's averaging 26 himself. And I believe that would be a career high for him because, look at these years. It was low 20s, but look at this. It's so incredible. Also, he still averaged 22 points a game last year. I mean, everyone's going off about him about this, but he still averaged 22 points a game last year. So very good for him. I think the Chris Paul factor is definitely playing a huge role in this. Chris Paul's averaging 16 points and 8 assists a game off the bench. We got Wiggins averaging 15, 8, and 6. I'm cool with that. I think that's pretty good. And Draymond Green's averaging 13 points, and just shy of 10 rebounds, 10 assists. He was almost averaging a 13-point triple-double. Kevon Looney's got, again, those 10 rebounds a game, so he's doing his thing. And, this is exactly what you want from a Golden State Warriors roster, especially with all these players in their prime. So I'm going to wait to the end of the season here, and hopefully things continue at this rate, and hopefully we'll be holding that trophy at the end of the year. I'll see you guys then at that point. At the end of the season here, Luka is your MVP. We got Victor, Rookie of the Year, Chris Paul as your Sixth Man of the Year, so good for us. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year, and Draymond is your Most Improved Player. That was a very interesting award. No Curry on the first team, but he does make the second team for us. So that's very good for us. And let's check out the stats at the end of the season. Chris Paul was on the defensive team. I almost didn't mention that, but at the end of the season here, let's see how many points Curry is averaging a game. We got 32 points a game. Roughly all these stats are exactly the same as beforehand, but still was very all-around scoring attack. I mean, Draymond was your fifth option here, averaging 13 points a game. Not to say, Sarge still did pretty good. We had Looney did pretty good here. They were all doing their thing. Klay and Curry, were absolutely carrying on the offensive end, and they shot 44 and 43% from three, respectively. And at the end of the season here, we finished 71-11. So we did very, very good. We're only 2 games off of the best record of all time there. We won 71 games, 38-4 at home, 33-7 on the away, 126 points a game. That's crazy. So let's simulate the playoffs here, and hopefully, let's hope for the best. We're taking on the Lakers in the first round. Definitely not an easy opponent by any means, but Chris Paul does get injured, but we do sweep the Lakers in the first round, taking on the Memphis Grizzlies in round number 2, and we are going to do them with the gentleman's sweep, 4-1 series win, taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Thunder have been very good this year. Watch out for the Thunder, many years, the next 10 years or so, the Thunder are just going to be very, very, very good. And there's no other way to put it. The Thunder are a good team, but whose team's better? Us, the Golden State Warriors, with the prime Warriors on the roster. And whoa, I was almost in pause there. We do sweep we don't sweep the Thunder. We beat them in 7 games. And look at this. I obviously have no say in this, but the Golden State Warriors are taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers in Game 7, maybe, but in the NBA Finals. So I said no saying that, but it's pretty interesting that we're going to playing the Cavs. Now, we should beat the Cavs. I mean, I don't really think they have anyone new on their roster here. Let's take a look. I mean, I'm assuming it's, the exact same thing. Garland, Mitchell, Coro, Mobley, Allen, LeVert, Struz. This is a solid team, but, we have prime Warriors on the roster, and we do sweep them like I expected. Steph Curry is your finals MVP, averaging 30 points and 8 assists a game. So, as you can see, if you put the prime Golden State Warriors on the roster today, they can come back and still win the NBA championship. However, that's not doable in real life. It's not like you can reduce their age or anything to get them back to where they were playing in their prime. But hopefully the Warriors are able to figure out their issues. Basketball is better when Steph Curry is playing in the playoffs. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please be sure to like, subscribe for future content. If you want me to do any other teams that are struggling, feel free to let me know down in the comment section. If not, have a great day, and I'll see you next time.